Hi, this is Miss Reilly-Harden, and these are directions for solving equations card sort A. When you enter the activity on screen 1, you're going to find this example problem already worked out for you. I'm going to work it out now. Let's go through the steps. The directions say solve the equation in the top box using algebra tiles as needed. You must show all algebraic steps. 2. Check the solution in the bottom box. Scroll down. 3. Use the card sort on screen 8 to check your own work. Also, note, feel free to use algebra tiles, paper algebra tiles, or the virtual algebra tiles linked in Google Classroom. So I've already built the equation 4x minus 3 equals 2x plus 11. Let's go ahead and solve it. So the first thing I need to do is I need to simplify my x's. I have 4 x's on the left and 2 x's on the right, so I can subtract 2x from each side of my equation. That step looks like minus 2x right under the 4x and minus 2x under the 2x. One thing that might be helpful is to draw a vertical line going through your equal sign. So you make sure when you do a step, you do the exact same thing on the left that you do on the right. Okay, now I need to write what my new equation is. So if I look at my model, I can see 4x minus 2x is 2x. I still have minus 3, and that is equal to 11. I took off both x's on the right hand side. 2x minus 2x is 0, but I don't need to write the 0. So the next step, I need to figure out how to get my x's all alone on one side. Okay, so right now I have 2x and I have a negative 3 tiles with the 2x. I want to be able to make that negative 3 0. So in order to make negative 3 0, I need to put 3 positives on that side, because negative 3 plus positive 3 is 0. But to keep my equation balanced, I have to do the exact same thing on the right hand side. So I'm also going to put 3 positives on the right hand side. This step looks like plus 3 right under the minus 3 and plus 3 right under the 11. Okay, my new equation. Let's get these zeros off of our board. Okay, so pull off all of our zeros to simplify. My new equation is 2x equals 14. 11 plus 3 is 14. Now I need to split up the 14 between the 2 x's. So that's division. Okay, so I can already think in my head, I know what 14 divided by 2 is. Okay, but if I want to see it out, I can go ahead and line up these tiles as well. See, I have equal groups on the x side. There's an x in each group, and equal groups on the right side. There's 7 in each group. So the way I show that I divided by 2 is I draw a little fraction bar division sign on both sides, 2x divided by 2 and 14 divided by 2. So on the left, if I have 2 x's and I put them into 2 groups, I have 1 x in each group. Normally I do not write the 1. And that is equal to, on the right side I have 14 and I put my 14 in 2 groups. Each group has 7. So that means my solution is x equals 7. All right, my next step is I want to check that solution in the box below. So I'm going to start by writing the equation, but where I have the variable, I'm going to substitute in my equation. So on the left side, I have 4 times 7 minus 3. On the right side, I have that. I want to check and see if that's equal to 2 times 7 plus 11. Okay, so on the left side, 4 times 7 is 28 minus 3. On the right side, 2 times 7 is 14 plus 11. Back to the left side, 28 minus 3 is 25. Back to the right side, 14 plus 11 is also 25. So that means the solution of x equals 7 is correct. So now I need to go to screen 8, and I am going to match up my equation, my solution, and my check values. It may not be the worst idea to jot these down on a piece of paper. Okay, so I've got 4x minus 3 equals 2x plus 11. The solution is x equals 7. The check that I'm looking for is 25 equals 25. So let's go ahead and move to screen 8. When you see this, you're going to see all of the cards mixed up to start with. I started by making 3 columns. I put all of my equations on the left, all of my solutions in the middle, and all of my checks on the right. So I'm looking for the equation 4x minus 3 equals 2x plus 11. Okay. The solution that we found to that was x equals 7, so I'm going to match that. The check, the bottom of the check, we know when x is 7, the value of both sides of the equation is 25. 25 equals 25. I'm going to match these 3 cards together. I'm going to collapse them so I have some room to work. And then I'm going to go back and do the next problem. When I have all of my equations done, hopefully I've used all of the cards. If you end up with a solution that's not on this screen, that means you have made a mistake somewhere. At the very end, I can go ahead to screen 9 and I can press the button to check the matches. But it's not going to show that it's correct until you have all of the cards matched. As you're working, please keep an eye out for the feedback bubble at the top of the screen next to the calculator. That will appear if you have feedback from a teacher. It looks like I have some feedback. I'll click on that. New feedback, it says on screen 1. So I'm going to click that feedback and it will take me back to screen 1. It says don't forget to check your solution. Looks like I already did that. When you finish and you've checked your feedback, make sure you mark this assignment complete in Google Classroom.